Good morning, Grace-Toti and friends in Osaka, Japan and Melbourne, Australia. We hope that you're doing well. Welcome. In the scripture, truth is portrayed as light. 2 Corinthians 4 verses 3 to 7 states this. And even if our gospel is veiled, it's veiled to those who are perishing. In their case, the God of this world has blinded the minds of unbelievers to keep them from seeing the light of the gospel of the glory of Christ, who is the exact likeness of God. For God, who said, "Let light shine out of darkness," has shone in our hearts to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of God in the face of Jesus Christ. But we have this treasure of light in jars of clay to show that the surpassing power belongs to God and not to us. That last sentence is interesting. We have the light inside us. Our bodies, are nothing fancy, but we have the light of the gospel in our lives. You see, lives transformed by gospel truth are also called light. Jesus said in Matthew 5, "You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden, nor do people light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a stand, and it gives light to all that are in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father who's in heaven." But what about lights, candles that refuse to shine? A few nights ago, a peculiar thing happened. A thunderstorm knocked out the power. When the lights went out, I felt my way through the darkness into our storage room where we keep candles for nights like this. Through the glow of a lit match, I looked up on the shelf where the candles are stored. There they were, already positioned in their stands, melted to various degrees by previous missions. I took my match and lit 4 of them. How they illuminated the storage room. What had been a veil of blackness now suddenly radiated with soft golden light. I said to the 4 candles, "If you do such a good job in here in this little room, you just wait till you get out where you're really needed. I'll put one of you on my table so we can eat. I'll put one of you at my desk so I can read. I'll give one of you to Karen so she can do her knitting. And I'll set this big one in the lounge where you can light up the whole area." I felt a bit, foolish talking to candles, but what do you do when the lights go out? I was turning to leave with the large candle in my hand when I heard this voice. "Now, hold it right there." I stopped. Somebody's in here, I thought. Then I relaxed. It's just Karen teasing me for talking to the candles. "Okay, honey, cut the kidding," I said in the semi-darkness. No answer. Maybe it was the wind. I took another step. "Hold it," I said. There was that voice again. My hands began to sweat. Who was that? Who said that? "I did." The voice was nearer to my hand. "Who are you? What are you?" "I'm a candle." I looked at the candle I was holding. It was burning a strong golden flame. I looked around once more to see if the voice might be coming from another source. "There's no one here but you, me, and the rest of the candles," the voice informed me. I lifted up the candle to take a closer look. You won't believe what I saw. There was a tiny face in the wax. Not just a wax face that somebody had carved, but a moving, functioning, flesh-like face full of expression and life. "Don't take me out of here." "What do you mean? I have to take you out. You're a candle. Your job is to give light. It's dark out there. We're both walking into things. Your job is to light up the place. But you can't take me out. I'm not ready," the candle explained with pleading eyes. "I need more preparation." I couldn't believe my ears. "More preparation?" "Yeah. I've decided I need to research this job of light giving so I won't go out and make a bunch of mistakes. You'll be surprised how distorted the glow of an untrained candle can be." So I'm doing some studying. I just finished a book on wind resistance. And I'm in the middle of a great series of CDs on wick buildup. and I'm reading the new bestseller on flame display. You might like it. It's called Waxing Eloquently. Wow. Well, okay, that sounds really interesting. I caught myself. What am I doing? I'm in here conversing with a candle while my wife is out there in the darkness. All right then, I said, you're not the only candle on the shelf. I'll blow you out and take the others. But just as I got my cheeks full of air, I heard other voices. We're not going either. It was a conspiracy. I turned around and looked at the 3 other candles, each with flames dancing above a miniature face. I was beyond feeling awkward about talking to candles. I was getting cross. You are candles. Your job is to light dark places. Well, that may be what you think, said the candle on the far left he was a long, thin fellow with a goatee and a German accent. You may think we have to go, but I'm busy. Busy? Yes, I'm meditating. What? A candle that meditates? Yes, I'm meditating on the importance of light. It's really enlightening. I decided to reason with them. Listen, I appreciate what you guys are doing. I'm all for meditation time, and everyone needs to study and research. But for goodness sake, you guys have been in here for months. Haven't you had enough time to get your wick on straight yet? And you other two, I asked, are you going to stay in here as well? A short, fat, purple candle with plump cheeks that reminded me of Father Christmas spoke up. I'm waiting to get my life together. I'm not stable enough. I lose my temper easily. I guess you could say that I'm a hothead. The last candle had a female voice, very pleasant to the ear. I'd like to help, she explained, but lighting the darkness is not my gift. All this was sounding too familiar. Not your gift? What do you mean? Well, I'm a singer. I sing to other candles to encourage them to burn more brightly. Without asking permission, she began a rendition of This Little Light of Mine. I have to admit she did have a good voice. The other 3 then joined in, filling the storage room with singing. Hey, I shouted above the music. I don't mind if you sing while you work. In fact, we could use a little music out there. They didn't hear me. They were singing too loudly. I yelled louder, come on, you guys. There's plenty of time for this later. We've got a crisis on our hands. We need light in the darkness. They wouldn't stop. I put the big candle on the shelf. I took a step back and I considered the absurdity of it all. 4 perfectly fine candles singing to each other about light, but refusing to come out of their little meeting and take their light where it was needed. I had all I could take, one by one. I blew them out. They kept singing to the very end. The last one to flicker was the female. I snuffed her out right in the middle of the puff part of Won't Let Satan Puff Me Out. I stuck my hands in my pockets, walked back out into the darkness. I bumped my knee again. Then I bumped into Karen. David, where are the candles? She asked. They won't work. Where did you buy those candles anyway? Oh, they're church candles, Karen replied. Remember that church that closed right over there? I bought them there. I understood. For God, who said, let light shine out of darkness, has shone in our hearts to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of God in the face of Jesus Christ. But we have this treasure of light in jars of clay to show that the surpassing power belongs to God and not to us. You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden, nor do people light a candle and keep it in the candle room, but on a stand, and it gives light to all who are in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father in heaven. Take care. You have a good Tuesday.